Yeah, Scully on the mic, Izzy in the spotlight. Turn it up, this is your moment. Started with a dream and a camera in hand. No big crew, just a one-person plan. Late nights editing, learning on the fly. Watching numbers grow like stars in the sky. Algorithm shifting, trends come and go, but real magic's in what you show. Your voice, your vision, your story, your spark. We're here to help you light up the dark. You won't be like you don't need fame. You just need fire in a little game. We'll teach you how to rise, not stop. Take your channel straight to the top.
We will make it pop. Turn your passion up a notch. From the ground to the spotlight glow. Watch your whole world overflow. We will make it pop. Learn the moves, connect the dots. With the tools and the classroom flow. We'll show you everything we know.
Nails hitting like a lightning strike. Titles so clean they make them all click like. Storytelling sharp like a semi-bullet blade. Every frame crafted, every move handmade. Analytics talking, yeah we speak that too. Break it down simple so it works for you. From zero to growth, from doubt to belief. We turn confusion into clear relief. Consistency builds what hype can't hold. Authenticity's worth more than gold. We'll guide you step by step, non-stop, till your whole brand starts to pump.
We will make it pop. Turn your passion up a notch. From the ground to the spotlight glow. Watch your whole world overflow. We will make it pop. Learn the moves, connect the dots. With the tools and the classroom flow. We'll show you everything we know.
This ain't just views, it's your voice being heard. Every item matters, every single word. From your first upload to 1 million eyes. We're building something that never dies. No gatekeeping, no holding back. We're giving you the full blueprint map. So when you rise, and you will, don't stop. Just remember how you made it pop, pop, pop.
We will make it pop. Take your vision to the top. Every dream you got inside. Now's the time to let it ride. We will make it pop. This is more than just a shot. It's your moment, take control. Build your channel, build your soul.
Scully, Izzy, we gave you the tools.
Well, hey there, friend, pull up a chair. It's your boy ScullyPop with stories to share. From the page to the stage, I've done it all. Books on the shelf and curtain calls. I whisper tales in the dead of night with a little ta-ta-ta just to feel right. And if you need some tingles down your spine, ska, 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 yeah, that sound is mine. So buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're going deep, no need to hide. Where the entertainment doesn't stop. You're tuned in now to ScullyPop. So close your eyes and enjoy the glide. And we'll see you on the other side. I've read my novels by candlelight, with every chapter feeling just right. I'm the author that reads to you slow, with rhythm and rhyme in every flow. My fingers snap, the mic goes hot. Live from the heart, I give all I got. A little jazz, a touch of noir. Mix in some ASMR and you're not far. Ska, 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 ta, ta, ta. Let the rhythm carry you.
What's up, Needham?
Ska, ska, ska. Feel the story,
check.
feel the vibe.
Ned Pop.
Ska, 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 ska. Ta, ta, ta. Let the rhythm carry you. Ta, ta, ta. Ska, ska, ska. Feel the story, feel the vibe. Buckle up, it's quite the ride. We're spinning dreams on the other side. Where the entertainment doesn't and we'll see you on the other side. Yeah. Stories whispered, curtains raised, books turned to gold and voices praised. I'm just the guide on this wild old ride. And if you're still with me, I'll see you on the other side. Da, da, da.
Welcome everybody. I'm your host, ScullyPop, where the entertainment doesn't stop. Tonight, we're going to be doing a little editing on a new free video editor that I found called OpenCut. You can access that at opencut.app. Say hello to everybody. This is Izzy Pop. Welcome, moderator extraordinaire Izzy Pop. Special guest in the house tonight, great friend and editor, co-writer at Dutch Coffee Shop, Ned, Germany. Good to see you. Get myself situated. Oh. Might ought to share that tab if y'all want to look at it. Haha. Alright, everything want to go haywire at once. Hey Debbie Sue, welcome to the show. Okie Pop. Classy Diamond Art in the house. Captain Kush. Check. How we doing, Izzy Pop? For those of you who was here last time, you know we went through 9 free video editors. Got all the playbooks step by steps on our We'll Make It Pop platform on School. Link in the description and in the chat. Oh yeah, says Ned. Hey Arlie, what's up, pumpkin? How you doing? Blessings to you as well. So yeah, I was going through the B-roll files with the Emerald Wonderland where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on, and realized I had over 1,500 images and a couple hundred dozens of videos and stuff, and I found this video editor. Thought we'd highlight it and put something together there, go through all those files. Really easy to use. Got some wonderful jazz going in the background, compliments of Izzy Pop. It's a little loud, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Down a little bit. Can y'all even hear me? I can't hear the music now. Yeah. YouTube been glitching all day, huh? I got my mic in a different spot, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna work that neck out, you know, better position. What's up, Needham? I do have a little story to read tonight too. Over here on our mission control dashboard, we got our story room. Prodigal Return. Get back to that here in a bit. Yeah, it's some great music. I wish StreamYard would, you know, flow that from one piece to the next, but let's see if we can jump back in here. Vespers of the Damned. Let's see if I can put that on full screen. Ooh, man, my stomach be like, you need to eat already. And And some of y'all know this is our dashboard for our platform. We'll make it pop. Got control center over here where you can access some creator tools like image makers, video analyzers. Got apps that help you put scripts together, all kind of cool things in there. And platforms over here where we have our theme song. You get a lot of good education here in the classroom area. And seeing how we're just getting kicked off, you know, we're kind of running this on a scale where you, right now you can lock into $9 a month for lifetime. And it goes up to $99 a month regular. Well worth the money, the community alone, sharing wins and all kind of neat stuff. So we'll make it pop. You look over here, daily modules, click in there and you got our last live stream here where we went over all those free video image makers. Here's the video from that and the step-by-step playbooks, how to access them, work with them. Some of them are really easy to work with, some of them are a little difficult, but you don't have to spend any money. So construction cronies, what's up, Chris? Hey, buddy. What's poppin', man? You got a 30-day roadmap and 100 free prompts in there, all included in your daily modules. Get in there and start messing around. Leave us a comment. Links down in the description. Just chat as well. But yeah, I got OpenCut. Been working on just pulling in some different videos. Let's see where I was in my files. Short video. Oh no, wait, I was over in downloads right now. Make sure I get all the ones I want in here. Hey, Variety. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show. How you been doing, Chris? Chris, man, you won't believe who's in the house right now. My editor and co-writer, Ned Germany. Ned, I don't know if you know Chris over at Construction Cronies, but he has a signed first edition copy of our book. He loves our book. And Ned's in the chat. Say hello. Got some good black tea going. Let me see here. We don't have her in here yet. Let's add this cat up in here. Put her in the timeline. I want her over on this side. Let's see what we got here so far, guys.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Six Bows is back. Yeah, Ned, I made all this stuff, man. Pretty neat.
Beware of the enchanted gardens.
It's from our Emerald Wonderland show. And we did 2 seasons, 20 shows. Had a lot of fun writing it, doing the creations. So let's see what else we can add in there. Is she in there yet? No. Let's put her in the line. Oh, what's that say? Let's see. Add her in there. Oops. Forget what she does. Check, check, check. Make sure my mic's not muted. We're good. Let's go back to the beginning.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Ned, you still there? Say hey to Chris at Construction Cronies. Lagging. A big lag on my phone.
Beware of the enchanted gardens.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
Cool, cool. Let's see what we got. Put her in there already. Oh, heck, add him in there. Okay. So got this. This one. I'm not sure what I'm saying in that picture, but we'll see. Some cool stuff in here. Tighten that up a little. Yes, we do the job, yeah. Yeah, make them with animations with the AI. Pretty cool. I made a lot of these a long time ago, but I'm just trying to go through all my roll, and I wonder if I can just add them right into the, oh yeah, I can just add them right into the timeline. I was pulling them over to the assets, but it looks like I can just pull them right into the timeline from my files. Let's drop it in right there. Let's scoot that over. Scrunch that up too tight. Alright, let's go back and see what we got. Chris, this free editor cap, what's it called? OpenCut.app. You don't even have to sign in or anything, man. Yeah. And check out, Chris, y'all check out our We'll Make It Pop platform over here. I got a lot of good education going here, how to do all these things, all my playbooks. Tell you a little bit about it down here on the About page. You got, well, we got to set that up where we got live coaching calls and things, and our community tab over here where you can share your what you're making and all this stuff. You can learn how to build apps and create your AI agents. Hey, Dagan, Scotty, what's up, buddy? You two be running these ads lately, huh? Let's see what we got. Free editor, OpenCut, OpenCut.app. Basic.
Welcome to the Emerald
You gotta
Wonderland.
add your own assets. See if I can type it in here. OpenCut.app. That's for the video editor, free video editor.
Beware of the enchanted gardens.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
The Emerald Wonderland. Where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland
that.
head on.
Debbie Sue.
Okay. Beware of the Scarecrow Queen.
It's pretty good, cool, huh? What else do I want to put in here? This is pretty cool in here. Let's pull it right into the timeline. Here we go. Got that. Let's see. We'll throw this one in there. Pop it right in. Was way behind because it's buffering. I don't know what's going on. Do not know. Got a bunch of them, don't I? Is that a duplicate? It might be a duplicate. Okay. You go there. And you go there. Right. Okay. Oh, wait. I still got some more down here. Dang it. Okay. We'll add you there. And you there. Go into timeline. Straighten that out here in a second. Dum, dum, dum. These are different or not. Yeah, it's a little cool little project got going here already. Most of these, I built a lot of these videos with the Grok over at X. All right, man, checking it all out. Cool. I have a new channel as well, MUC. Man under construction, not really running yet, still doing graphics and uploading soon. Awesome. Wait to check that out. How you doing, Dagan? Yeah, maybe do a intro video on construction cronies. What's that up there in that timeline for? That's weird. Make sure I got everything I wanted in that file. This is a pretty cool one too. Let's drop that down there. In there. Oh. Tighten them up. Tighten it up. Well, a lot more than I wonder if I can just drop them all in at once. Let me see something here. Go like that, and then pull that over here. Yeah, there we go. We get faster at this. Wow. I don't know why it drops them so low. Hey, free is free, right? And all those are little video files. They just pop right into place. Just one folder too. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Let me just drop them all in. Try it like that. Oh, don't go too high. Oh my God, my mouse. What was that last one? Dang it. Let's pull that one over there. Try this again. Let's just drop all these in here. 12 of them. Line them in. I don't know why they can't just go right into the timeline. This seems like an extra step, but whatever. No, this is getting to be close to 4 minutes now. Heck. Great advertisement for our Emerald Wonderland. I'm packaging, stuff for universities and schools if they want to do the show. They certainly can get media pack from me, whatnot. Hey, side order. Welcome. Might want to add a little bit of music in there with it. See what I got in my audio. Music about audio. Okay. We'll put some, I guess we'll throw some of Izzy's jazz in there. It sounds pretty cool. Heck yeah. All right, let's go back and check this out. Give me a little break and we can all watch together. Is that Glyph over there? How you doing, buddy? Lawless in the world. Yeah, this video is gonna be kind of really cool in itself. I don't know I have to do much to it. It's killing two birds with one stone, you know, trying to go through my files. Made so many, Izzy and I have made so many cool things. She might have done some of these. I'm not really sure. But, and that's one we didn't cover on the last live, the non-free video editors, because it's not free. It's the Grok engine, just works really well making videos. I think they have a $10 plan you can start out with. But, well, let's see what we got here.
We're all mad here.
Welcome
Off
to
with
World
their
Wonderland.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Okay. Making this live? The Emerald Wonderland.
Beware of the enchanted gardens.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head
In the
on.
world.
The Emerald Wonderland. Oh, where the Wizard of Oz.
Where's that playing from? Oh, it's in the timeline, duh. Don't know how to turn that down.
Time waits for no man, or woman, or lion cat, or tin hatter. Tea anyone?
No! This is my story! Mine! This is my story! Mine! All over yellow brick road, all over yellow brick road, all over yellow brick road.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see how to turn it down. I haven't figured out how to do the volume yet. I'm not sure how that works. Let me just take this off. It's blowing my ears off. All right. We'll just look at it how it goes. Let's see here. Let me stretch that out. Let's see if I can. We'll just watch it. Okay. -3. Okay. Oh, dang it. Let me try it over here. -3. Negative. 3, negative 3.0, or just negative 3? 3.0, like that. Let's see.
We're all mad here.
Welcome
Off
to the
with
Emerald
their
Wonderland.
heads.
Yeah, I think that might have worked. Oh no, it didn't work. Well, let me try to add that back in there. Another song.
Beware of the enchanted garden.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of
That's not what I wanted either. Let's see. Kind of curious how it works. Let's try track 3. Okay. Negative 3.0.
Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
The Emerald Wonderland. Oh, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland. Beware
There we
the
go.
Scarecrow Queen.
It needs to go even more. Like 15. Negative
Welcome to
15.
the Emerald Wonderland.
A way to set the audio track behind the video audio. I'm not sure.
Time waits for no man, or woman, or lion cat, or tin hatter. Tea anyone?
It seems too
No.
loud.
This is my story! Mine! No! This is
I'm
my
playing with it
story!
a little bit.
Mine!
Type that in, man.
Follow the
Like
yellow
that.
brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick.
See what we got. Much better, guys. Thanks, Cliff.
Beware of the enchanted gardens.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
The Emerald Wonderland.
I think it's still in beta. That's why it's free, maybe.
Where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on. Beware of the Scarecrow Queen. Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Oh, thanks, Scotty. And a flower for 30 jewels.
Time waits for no man, or woman, or lion cat, or tin hatter. Tea anyone?
Yeah, you can't complain for
No.
free.
This is my story! Mine! No!
This is my story. Mine. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
And learn how to do this and join our community and share some wins. Hey, Grandma. Looks like I got some duplicates there. Oh, morphine. Morphism.
Emerald Wonderland, a ScullyPop production.
That sounded like Glyph. Some of the cuts I was doing earlier when I started messing around with this.
Ah, the finest tea in all of Wonderland. We're all mad here. We're all mad here. Off with their heads.
Yeah, I'm not sure about some of the, well, we had a few duplicates in there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I'm hitting the wrong button. I can't believe how many ads I've gotten on my phone just sitting here working like on my own stream. Maybe we'll try some different music. Let's see if I can. I wonder if I click in there, hit the arrow button, it goes up and down. I'm gonna check that out. Okay. How do you drag the timeline? Okay, let's see what kind of music I got in here. Jungle sounds. No. Izzy jazz. Let's try track 6. Okay. Go back. So if I go in here, can I just go up or down? Gotta type it in every time. What did we do? -20? That seems crazy, don't it? -20 dB. Yeah, okay, let's roll with that. Let's see here. I got some duplicates. What's this? I don't like that one. I'm gonna take that one out. Oh, come on. How do I snap that together? Can I just put him over here? Yeah. Let's see any other duplicates. Well, my mouse is sensitive. You ever need audio, just send a script or some music note. Just means all your audio is on the same level. Okay. What is that? same clip there. Okay, let's go back.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Appreciate that dono, Scotty. Scotty.
Beware of the enchanted gardens. Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
The Emerald Wonderland.
Maybe we ought to watch
Where
episode
the Wizard of
1.
Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
Yeah, good beat there.
Beware of the Scarecrow Queen.
He kind of looks like me, but not really.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Ooh, it seems so real in a way that, like, that world, man. The enchant.
Time waits for no man, or woman, or lion cat, or tin hatter. Tea, anyone? No!
I say,
This is my
I
story!
love my
Mine!
tea.
We're all mad here. Off with their heads.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
This is ScullyPop Productions, The Emerald Wonderland. Wow, she's evil looking. Hookah man, give me the hookah. That crazy woman. Hookah!
Emerald Wonderland, a ScullyPop production.
Oh my god.
Ah, the finest tea in all of Wonderland. We're all mad here.
That it? Okay, I want to go into this other file and look at something real quick. I know I've got some more Emerald Wonderland assets. Assets, Emerald Wonderland. Those are videos, short videos. Are they short? There they go. Let me see here. All right, side order, man. Thanks for coming by. Let's see what else I got in there. don't think she's in the timeline yet. Oh God, where do you go? She's down there. No wonder. Damn. I didn't hear it like that. Busy. I'm just going through the file. See if I see any more. Oh, I know there's more, definitely. I wonder if this is one. Let's see what this. It's kind of hard to work with them like this. Jeez, I can't grab it. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. There we go. See if I can make them just a tiny bit bigger. Ugh. Yeah. We're off to see the wizard. There's one. No, that is one. Dadgummit. Grab it. You can't grab it. He's going to grab the vial. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there. Let's pull that in. Well, if I pull my timeline down to here, maybe it'll pop them in right there. Let's see if that worked. Leave that alone. Let's see what we got here. So quiet tonight. Is that about all of them? We had this one too. Okay. Let's try to grab you there. How much you want to go on that timeline? Well, there's a bunch of clips there. Pretty sure. I don't know where all those ones that Izzy made are. In there, maybe? No, those are just images. Or no, they're not. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Let's drop a few of those in there. Let's see right there. What else we got? Let's drop you in there. Oh, come on. Not enough browser storage to save. Oh, that was too big. Damn. Must have tried to pull a full production in there. I wonder if that one will go in. Oh, what's going on? All right, one more time, and then might read a little story. Okay.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland. Beware of the enchanted gardens.
Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on.
The Emerald Wonderland. Oh, where the Wizard of Oz meets Alice in Wonderland head on. Beware of the Scarecrow Queen. Welcome to the Emerald Wonderland.
Time waits for no man, or woman, or lion cat, or tin hatter. Tea, anyone?
No! This is my story! Mine! We're all mad here.
Off with their heads.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the
Yeah,
yellow
right.
brick road.
Good. Some of it's good. I mean, you know, it's the worst it's going to ever be. I mean, the morphine will go away, but otherwise. And I just threw all this in there randomly. I didn't put that much in there. We're doing it live, you know, for some old clips. So, you know, I got in a lot of this stuff was in beta. It was free at the time, so I made as much as I could with the time I had. I don't know if the movies will go away. I think it'll evolve to where you can just put yourself in the movie.
Emerald Wonderland, a ScullyPop production.
Right? I mean, that looks like a real movie right there.
Wally, am I dreaming?
All right, pretty cool, pretty cool. Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out for a little while. Let's go over here to our pop control dashboard. And go over to our story room. Of course, all members will get access to this dashboard. And you can use all the tools that I have created in here. Lots of good stuff there to work with. You can click in here and, like with this image maker, for example, you click in and hit the remix button, and you can make it your own, give it your own name, and then just download it to your system. And you got the prodigal return tonight. Let's see if I can pull this screen a little closer here. Actually, I might be able to blow it up. There we go. Check, check. Act 1, The Ghost Returns. Salt air hits John Ladner like a memory that refuses to stay buried. 12 years. 12 years since he felt the Gulf breeze carry that particular blend of brine and decay. The smell of a place that births things and swallows them whole. He stands on the weathered dock of Pass Christian, the single leather bag resting at his feet, watching the water lap against the pilings with the same rhythm it had when he was 17. Thought he'd never leave. But he left, and he'd run. The taxi driver who brought him from the airport had squinted at him in the rearview mirror. "You from around here?" he'd asked. And John had simply nodded, unable to find words that wouldn't crack his voice. The driver hadn't pressed further. Folks around here understood that some people came back changed, and sometimes it was better not to ask why. John Bubba Ladner. That's what they'd called him since childhood, the nickname that stuck like humidity to skin. His real name, John, felt foreign now, like a suit he'd outgrown. Abroad, in the sprawling cities where he'd spent the last dozen years, he'd been John, proper, distant, safe. But here, he'd always be Bubba. The town hadn't changed much either. Same weathered fishing boats bobbed in their slips. The same Spanish moss draped from the live oaks like funeral cloth. The same narrow roads wound through the country toward areas like the Kill. Pronounced Kill, locals knew, or the Ladner family. The knee cases and the Cuevases. Those are no old money, old but family bloodlines, tangled roots going back generations. It was in the Kill where his mother still lived, where his brother still lived, where everything had fallen apart. John had been gone long enough to let the wound check. John had been gone long enough that the wound should have healed. Instead, it had festered. The weight of what he'd done. He didn't go home immediately. Instead, he rented a small cottage on the outskirts of town, a place where tourists sometimes stayed, anonymous enough that nobody would recognize him right away. He needed time to prepare himself, to figure out how to face what he'd left behind. The night after he arrived, sitting on the cottage's tiny screen porch, he finally checked his phone messages. They'd been accumulating for weeks. Calls and texts he'd avoided with the practiced skill of someone running from his own life. His mother. "Sweetheart, please call me. It's your brother." "John, this is serious. Marcus needs you. I know you can't come home, but please just call." And then, 5 days ago, a text from a number he didn't recognize. "Bubba, it's Travis Nee. Your mother gave me your number. Marcus is in real trouble. Kind that money can't fix. Kind your silence made worse. Call me. Marcus, his younger brother. The one who'd always looked up to him, even after Bubba left without explanation. The one who'd waited for him to come back. John stared at the message for a long time before he did something he hadn't done in 12 years. He cried. "12 years ago, John Ladner had witnessed something in the kill, something involving contraband, money laundering, and a network that stretched from the coastal towns up through the rural county and beyond. He'd seen it with his own eyes. Had even gotten tangled in the fringes of it through a cousin he'd been running around with at 17. He'd also seen what happened to people who talked. Specifically, he'd seen what happened to a man named Robert Cuevas, a mid-level player in the operation, who threatened to go to the authorities. The man had simply disappeared one night. Truck found abandoned near the river. Doors open. Nobody ever recovered. Official story was an accident. A drunk driver had taken a wrong turn. Nobody pushed for more information. John knew better. He'd been there when the decision was made to silence him. And he'd stayed silent. His cousin, knee case by marriage, deeper in the operation than John, had begged him to be quiet. For the family, he'd said, for Ma, for Marcus, you talk, and this just doesn't come back on you, cousin. It comes back on all of us. So John had made a deal with himself. He'd leave. He'd go far enough away that he couldn't be asked questions, couldn't be pressured to testify, couldn't become a liability. He'd disappear into Europe, work under the table jobs, send money home anonymously, and let time bury what he'd seen. 12 years it had worked. Until Marcus made the same mistake John had warned him never to make. He started asking questions about Robert Cuevas. Act 2, the reckoning begins. And Travis met him at the boat launch just north of the kill at dawn, when the mist was still thick enough to hide shapes. Travis was older now, 50, maybe 55, with the weathered face of a man who spent his life on the water and in the margins. He'd been tangentially involved in the operation, too, though he'd always maintained plausible deniability. Now he ran a legitimate fishing charter business, at least on the surface. "Well, your brother's got a good heart," Travis said, handing John a cup of black coffee from a thermos. "But good heart and curiosity get you killed in places like the kill." John's hands trembled as he took the cup. "What happened?" "Marcus started digging into the Cuevas disappearance about 6 months ago. Said he wanted to write a paper about unsolved cases in Mississippi. Needed to understand the history. He was asking people questions, family members, old timers, folks who were there when it happened. Word got back to the people who prefer that particular history stay buried. John closed his eyes. How bad? Bad enough that they decided Marcus needed to disappear, too. Not permanently, not yet, but a warning. They grabbed him 3 nights ago, took him out to a camp deep in the swamp, showed him what happened to people who asked wrong questions. They told him he had one chance to make it right. You had to come back. You had to come back and sign a statement saying you saw nothing. You knew nothing, not leaving you nothing to do with any crime. You had to give them a way to discredit any future investigation. They want me to lie? They want you to make their problem go away by lying. John felt something crack inside him. Where is he now? He's safe. My nephew's got him at a cabin up near Granada. Away from all this. He won't stay there forever, and neither will you if you don't play ball. These people, they gotten older, richer, less patient. Once upon a time, they were careful. Now they're just trying to hold on to an empire that's crumbling away. Why not just let it crumble? Trappist looked at him like he'd suggested walking into a hurricane. 'Cause empires don't crumble quietly, son. They burn, and they burn hot, and they burn everything around. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, I'm sorry about your headache. I got one too. It's not terrible, but anyway. Yeah, you can go lay down if you need to. We're just chilling. I just wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to look at that free video editor, and I think we put it in the chat. OpenCut.app. Pretty easy to use. I'm not sure. You have to type in the numerical value for the volume, but hey, free is free. I like how whenever I upload a story to the app, to the dashboard, it tells you how many words there are and all that good stuff. Hmm. What did I do? Put that one backwards. Good. Yeah, it's hard to explain all the value of the We'll Make It Pop community. There's some great stuff in there, and eventually we'll have pretty much everything. I'm planning even to try to clone some streaming software, you know. I figured you get that in your ecosystem, you're set, man. Now the idea as far as, you know, having to work with free stuff, there's different reasons why you might be having to do that, and one of them is to simply stay tool agnostic. And like for example, you know, I'm heavily entwined in Claude with our operating system, building this out with, you know, Claude from Anthropic, which for those of you that don't know, it's like Chat GPT but a different company. And each company, they have their pros and cons, but you know, what if something goes wrong with Claude one day, you know, and it goes down, and so it's not just, you know, a matter of being able to afford something or whatever. maybe the site goes down, or for whatever reason, something may become outdated. But if you're into that kind of thing, learning the new stuff now, it puts you way ahead of the curve. And when, 6 months from now, some people are scratching their heads wondering how, like, this guy can make 10 times the amount of content that I can. And you literally doing it with a few presses of the button. But yeah, you liking the story so far? I wrote that last month. I've been wanting to read it. It might be cool to have a little background imagery going here, but I used to always make a reading overlay to go with it, and you didn't see the words. But I thought I'd read, without music and just have the words up there so y'all could follow along. It's not my usual way, but and you're going to find a good mix of reading and then the business end where we're working with We'll Make It Pop. And I've got the other arms of my business where building things and putting things in place for businesses down here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And then the literary side of it, working with universities or libraries or even high schools could do a play with a couple of the episodes. I'd like to put together, a big old box full of stuff when people want to, use it to do productions that have an idea for props and costumes and all that. That'd be really neat. Yeah, you like having the words? John had 12 hours to make a decision. Sign the statement, disappear again, and Marcus walks free. His brother gets a second chance, a real one, where he can rebuild his life without the shadow of organized crime hanging over him. Or refuse and watch Marcus become leverage in a game that John had already lost 12 years ago. The mathematics of it seemed simple, but John had been running from simple mathematics his entire life. He spent the day alone in the cottage, walking the property, staring at the water, remembering the person he'd been before he left. That 17-year-old boy had been afraid. Terrified, really. But he'd also been angry. He'd been angry at himself for not being brave enough to speak. Angry at his cousin for asking him to choose family over truth. Angry at a system where murder could be erased with enough money and the right connections. He'd spent 12 years trying to outrun that anger. By evening, he knew what he had to do. John called Travis. I need to talk to Marcus. I need to talk to my brother. That's the only way this works. There was a long silence then. I'll arrange it. They met at another boat launch, this one abandoned, the kind of place where nobody came anymore. The cabin belonged to Travis's family, old money, old connections, old secrets. Marcus was there with one guard, a young man with the hollow eyes of someone who knew he was on the wrong side but didn't know how to leave. When John walked through the door and saw his brother's face, older, scarred, terrified, something shifted in his chest. Marcus had always been smaller than him, but more sensitive, more prone to questioning authority. Of course, he'd asked about Robert Cuevas. Of course, he'd seen an injustice and couldn't let it rest. Papa? Sound of that old nickname nearly broke John completely. He took his brother in his arms and held him like he could absorb the pain, could undo 12 years of absence with a single embrace. I'm sorry, John. Sorry for leaving you. Sorry for not being here. Sorry for all of it. They want you to sign. I know what they want me to sign. I'm not going to do it. Marcus pulled back, eyes wide. What? I'm not going to sign their statement, but I'm also not going to let them hurt you. There's a third option, and I'm going to take it. Act 3. Redemption earned. How's everybody doing out there? Scuss. Tingle time. Super wow. The next morning, John walked into the offices of the FBI field office in Jackson with a lawyer. One he'd hired. Paid for with the savings he'd accumulated through 12 years of careful living. And he told them everything. Everything. The names, the dates, the men involved. The murder of Robert Cuevas. The money laundering operation that stretched from the Gulf Coast through rural Mississippi and beyond. Threat against his brother, all of it. Took 4 hours. When he was done, his hands were shaking, but his voice was steady. The lawyer arranged for protective custody for both of them. Marcus and John were placed in a safe house for 3 weeks while the federal investigation unfolded. It was during those 3 weeks that John told his brother the whole truth about the night he'd witnessed the Cuevas disappearance, about his cousin's plea to stay silent, about his decision to run. I thought I was protecting you. I thought if I'd left, if I disappeared, you'd be safer. But I was wrong. I was just leaving you alone to face the consequences of my cowardice. Marcus cried when he heard it, not from anger, but from understanding. Understanding that his brother had been suffering for 12 years in exile, carrying the weight of a silence that had nearly destroyed them both. You're here now. That's what matters. Scuss. 6 months later, after the trials and the convictions and the slow machinery of justice had done its work, John Ladner stood on the dock at Pass Christian again. The operation had been dismantled. 7 men were in federal prison. His cousin had taken a plea deal and was serving 15 years. Cuevas' family finally had answers, though nobody was ever recovered. Just enough evidence to confirm what everyone had always suspected. And John was free. Not just from the criminal organization, but from the lie he'd been living. He'd come back to the coast not as a ghost, but as a man. His mother was waiting for him at the cottage. She was older than he remembered. Weren't all mothers? But her embrace was exactly the same. She didn't say much, just held him and cried. Marcus was there too, along with Travis Newcase, who decided to testify as well. Three of them sat on the screen porch at the sunset, painting the water gold and crimson. "What are you going to do now?" Marcus asked. John looked out at the water, at the fishing boats returning from their day's work, at the Spanish moss stirring in the evening breeze. He thought about 12 years abroad, about running, about the weight of silence. I'm staying. I'm staying here. I'm going to help rebuild what this place should have been all along. A place where people don't have to run. A place where telling the truth doesn't get you killed. It was ambitious, perhaps naive, but it was honest. And for John Bubba Ladner, honesty was the greatest adventure he'd ever known. One year later, the Gulf Coast Community Center opened in the Kill on a Saturday in spring. John had worked with the local civic leaders to create it. Space where young people could come. Questions were encouraged, where truth was valued over silence. On opening day, he stood with Marcus and his mother, watching kids flood through the doors. Some were from old money families, some were from the country. Some had parents tangled in the networks John had helped dismantle. Others had parents destroyed by those networks. They were just kids, though. Kids looking for somewhere safe to belong. Robert Cuevas would have wanted this. He placed a hand on John's shoulder. John nodded. He thought about the man he'd never met, whose disappearance had set everything in motion. He thought about the 12 years he lost, the brother he'd abandoned, the mother who'd raised them alone. But he also thought about redemption, not as forgiveness for the past, but as the courage to build something better in the future. The sun was setting over the water, painting everything gold. For the first time in 12 years, John Ladner felt like he was finally home. The end. Approximately 5,100 words, 30 to 32 minutes at standard audiobook narration pace. The story structure down there if anybody's interested. Let me see. So I'm looking for. What time is it? 11:53. ScullyPop playlist. Man, we're going to play Emerald Wonderland episode 1. Let's see. Hey, Lara. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Let's see here. Get to the beginning of this. You know, I suppose with you on the back end, I can go over here and leave my comments up where I can see y'all. Yeah, that works good. Yeah, I don't need that up there. Well, there's two characters that y'all know very well. And there's someone in chat that played both of them on our live shows. And her name is Ajot. And she has the best voice for Dorothy and Alice. It's quite a commitment that she went through to help us, and we certainly appreciate you, Ajot. The Emerald Wonderland, where Oz meets Wonderland. Our cast of characters are Dorothy Gale, spirited 16-year-old girl from Kansas with a thirst for adventure. She wears her iconic blue gingham dress, but now with combat boots and a leather satchel. Her hair is tied in a messy bun, and she carries a multi-tool instead of a basket. Alice Liddell, a curious 15-year-old English girl with long blonde hair and piercing blue eyes. She wears a modernized version of her blue dress, complete with striped leggings and sturdy hiking shoes. Alice carries a notebook filled with sketches of the strange creatures she's encountered. The Cheshire Lion, a peculiar creature with the body of a lion and the grin of a Cheshire cat. Its fur shimmers with an iridescent quality, changing colors based on its mood. It speaks in riddles and can turn invisible at will. The Tin Hatter, a fusion of the Tin Woodman and the Mad Hatter. He has a metallic body adorned with gears and cogs, topped with a large top hat that produces random objects. His face is painted with clockwork patterns, and he speaks in a mix of ticking sounds and nonsensical rhymes. The Scarecrow Queen, once the ruler of Wonderland, now dethroned and seeking revenge. She appears as a tall, slender figure made of straw and burlap, wearing a tattered red gown and a crown of thorns. Her eyes glow with an eerie green light, and she can control plants and vegetation. The story takes place in the Emerald Wonderland, a bizarre fusion of Oz and Wonderland. Towering mushrooms with emerald caps dot the landscape, while yellow brick roads twist and turn, defying gravity. Rivers of liquid rainbow flow upwards, and playing card soldiers march alongside munchkins. The sky above is a kaleidoscope of colors, with two suns, one gold, one silver, rotating around each other in an endless dance. TWP. TWP. Part 1 of Episode 1, Season 1. Picture this, folks. Two worlds, each weird in their own right, suddenly decide to have a cosmic head-on collision. Boom, chicka-rah. You've got yourself in the Emerald Wonderland. A place where curiouser and curiouser meets. There's no place like home, and has a love child that would make Salvador Dali scratch his head. Now, our story begins with two girls, Dorothy and Alice. Yeah, those Dorothy and Alice. But forget what you think you know about them. These ain't your grandma's fairy tale heroines. These girls have seen some shit, and they're about to see a whole lot more. Dorothy's just minding her own business in Kansas, probably contemplating how to escape to literally anywhere else when blaster tornado hits. This ain't your average twister. This bad boy's got more colors than a tie-dye shirt at a Grateful Dead concert. Or she can say Annie M. Dorothy's hurled into a world that makes her previous trip to Oz look like a walk in the park. Meanwhile, Alice is chasing after that damn rabbit again. This time, instead of falling down a hole, she steps through a mirror and finds herself in a place that makes Wonderland look like a quaint English garden. Is that a little bit better music? Janica, Izzy, the sound okay? Was the music okay, or was it too loud? It was okay the way it was. And just like that, our two heroines collide, literally, in the heart of the Emerald Wonderland. Dorothy's brushing herself off after the collision. Well, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore, or Oz for that matter. Alice is adjusting her headband. Curiouser and curiouser. I don't suppose you've seen a white rabbit around here, have you? Honey, the only rabbit I've seen lately was in my aunt's stew pot. But I've got a hunch we've got bigger problems than missing rodents. Yeah, I know it would sound much better in Ajot's voice, but you got me tonight. A deep, purring voice echoes around them. They cannot see the Cheshire Lion because he has made himself temporarily invisible. Then he flickers his iridescent colors at them and says, problems or opportunities? It all depends on how you look at it, or if you look at all. The girls both look at each other as if they've seen these types of characters before. Not a lot shakes them at this point. The girls are older, wiser, tougher, dressed to do battle for some unknown reason. Alice's eyes are widening. Good gracious, you remind me of someone I once knew, only considerably more leonine. Dorothy's got her hand on her hip. Great, another talking animal. Let me guess, you're here to send us on some wild goose chase to save this crazy mixed up world? Cheshire Lion's grin is widening impossibly. Chase? Oh no, my dears. The chase has already begun, and you're the ones being pursued. The question is, by what? A distant, metallic, ticking sound grows loud. Tin Hatter stumbles into view, gears whirring. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the game is afoot. The Scarecrow Queen's revenge is nigh, and time is running out like tea from a cracked pot. Dorothy and Alice speak in unison. Scarecrow Queen.
All right, I'm
Sky
back in the
darkens
studio
on
now.
and a cold wind blows.
Shit, I might have to get some tea in a minute.
Hey, Flo. Scarecrow Queen, her voice echoing from all directions. Welcome to my wonderland, little girls. I do hope you'll
thank
stay
you for the
forever.
sparkles.
As the story unfolds, our heroines must
See you,
navigate the
Chris.
treacherous Emerald Wonderland, facing challenges that blend elements from both Oz and
Debbie Sue
Wonderland.
still here?
They'll encounter familiar characters in unfamiliar forms, solve mind-bending riddles, and ultimately confront the Scarecrow Queen in a climactic battle that will determine the fate of this merged magical realm. Hey, Tom, welcome in, Tom and Meg. What life? What life? The narrative weaves together themes of friendship, courage, and self-discovery as Dorothy and Alice learn to trust each other and their own abilities. The story culminates in a twist ending that leaves the door open for future adventures in this strange new world. So there we are, folks. Two girls from different worlds stuck in a place that makes both their previous adventures look like a stroll through Disneyland. Now they've got the Scarecrow Queen gunning for them. Talk about a bad day at the
Oh, Debbie Sue got a membership.
got
some emojis.
Welcome,
You got
welcome.
some emojis now.
But our girls
Light
aren't about
it
to roll over
up.
and play dead. No, sir.
Light it
Dorothy's
up.
got more grit than a Kansas dust storm, and Alice, well, let's just say she's dealt with her fair share of royally pissed off monarchs before. Hey, welcome in, Pat. Thank you. As the Scarecrow Queen's ominous laughter fades, Dorothy and Alice exchange a look. It's one of those looks that says, well, shit,
Well,
here we go
good hit
again.
there.
Superfood, superfood, superfood. Oh, thanks, Pat. Damn, bud. Go ahead. Appreciate that, man. So here we go again. Dorothy rolls her sleeves up. All right, Wonder Girl. Looks like we got ourselves a situation. Any bright ideas? Alice taps her chin thoughtfully. Well, in my experience, the best way out is usually through. Although in this case, I'm not entirely sure what we're going through. We see the grin floating independently off his body of the Cheshire Lion. Through the looking glass, down the rabbit hole, over the rainbow. It's all the same when worlds collide. The question is, are you ready to face what lies beyond?
Laren
Dorothy scoffs. Ready, hon? I face flying monkeys and a witch with a complexion problem. I was born ready. Panic. Tin Hatter his hat suddenly producing a steaming teapot. Ready or not, time waits for no man or woman or lion cat or Tin Hatter. Tea, anyone? As our motley crew debates their next move, the Emerald Wonderland begins to shift around them. The yellow brick road beneath their feet starts to undulate like a giant snake, while the towering mushrooms sway to an unheard melody. Alice grabs Dorothy's arm and says, I say, this reminds me of the Caucasus race. Round and round with no clear winner. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting real tired of this funhouse routine. Hey, Tin Can, any idea how to stop this crazy ride? Tin Hatter cocks his head. gears whirring loudly. Suddenly his eyes metamorphose from roulette wheels to twin searchlights. When the path beneath you twists and turns, sometimes the only way forward is up. With that cryptic advice, the Tin Hatter's hat begins to expand, growing larger and larger until it's big enough to fit them all. The Cheshire Lion, his body materializing inside the hat. All aboard! Next stop, the Twisted Towers of the Tugly Wood. As Dorothy and Alice clamber into the makeshift hot air balloon, the landscape below becomes a dizzying swirl of colors and shapes. The hat rises higher and higher, carrying our heroines above the chaos of the Emerald Wonderland. Dorothy, she's peering over the brim. You know, I've flown in some strange things before, but this takes the cake. Alice's hair is whipping in the wind. Oh, I do hope we're not headed for a fall. I've had quite enough of falling for one lifetime. And so as they soar through the kaleidoscopic sky, they catch glimpses of the world below. A chessboard, check. Try that again. As they soar through the kaleidoscopic sky, they catch glimpses of the world below. Chessboard, desert where cards, soldiers, battle, clockwork, monkeys. A forest of talking flowers with razor-sharp petals and pistons that shoot venom like pit vipers. And a sea of tea that storms and rages with crumpet-sized hailstones. Suddenly, a flock of jub-jub birds, terrifying creatures with the bodies of vultures and the heads of alarm clocks, appear on the horizon, screeching and diving towards the hat. Cheshire Lion, his grin turning into a snarl. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it seems we have some uninvited guests. Dorothy reaches into her satchel. Don't suppose anyone brought a really big fly swatter? As the jub-jub birds close in, Alice's eyes light up with an idea. Dorothy, your multi-tool, does it have a mirror? Dorothy nods, pulling out the tool and flipping up a small mirror. Alice grabs it, angling it to catch the light of the twin suns. A reflected beam hits the lead jub-jub bird, causing it to squawk in confusion and veer off course, colliding with its fellows. Alice is grinning triumphantly. Sometimes a little reflection is all it takes to change one's course. But their victory is short-lived. As the last jub-jub bird falls away, a massive shadow looms over them. They look up to see a hot air balloon that dwarfs their own, shaped like a giant scarecrow's head. And at the helm, her eyes blazing with green fire, stands the Scarecrow Queen. Did you really think you could escape me in my own realm? This game of cat and mouse ends now. As the Queen's balloon bears down on them, our heroes find themselves trapped between the proverbial rock and a hard place, or in this case, between a vengeful monarch and a very long fall. Dorothy's gripping the brim of the hat tightly. Any more bright ideas, folks? Because I've got a feeling we're going to need a doozy to get out of this one. The Tin Hatter's eyes spin like slot machines, his gears grinding furiously as he processes the situation. Just as the Scarecrow Queen's balloon is about to collide with theirs, he shouts, "When push comes to shove, sometimes you need to make your own door." With that, he reaches into his hat and pulls out a doorknob. Not just any doorknob. This one glows with an outworldly light, humming with potential. Cheshire Line, his grin wider than ever. Oh, I do love it when a plan comes together, even if I have no idea what the plan is. As the Scarecrow Queen's laughter fills the air and her balloon casts its shadow over them, Alice reaches for the doorknob, understanding dawning in her eyes. "Dorothy, quick! Turn the knob!" Together, the girls grasp the doorknob and turn. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, with a sound like reality itself tearing at the seams, the door appears in midair. Without hesitation, our heroes dive through, the door slamming shut behind them just as the Scarecrow Queen's balloon crashes into the space they occupied moments before. Where have our intrepid adventurers landed? What new challenges await them on the other side of this impossible door? And will they find a way to save this merged world before the Scarecrow Queen's revenge tears it apart? Before I go on to part 2, let us play a little trailer. Izzy, let's put an emotional mess up there. Overlays. Well. Just when you thought our little band of misfits was about to become Scarecrow Chow, they pull a vanishing act that would make Houdini green with envy. But as any fool who's ever tried to outrun their problems knows, sometimes the frying pan and the fire look an awful lot alike. Our heroes tumble through the door, falling through a kaleidoscope of fractured memories and half-formed dreams. It's like someone took a blender to the collected works of L. Frank Baum and Lewis Carroll and hit puree, served it up with a side of LSD. They land with a thud, a place that makes the Emerald Wonderland look like a quaint suburb. Dubbed Dorothy, rubbing her backside. I'm starting to miss the simple days when all I had to worry about was a house falling on me. Alice is brushing off her dress. I dare say this place makes the Queen of Hearts garden look positively ordinary. They find themselves in what can only be described as a library gone mad. Bookshelves twist into impossible shapes, some floating in midair, others burrowing into the ground like wooden worms. Books flutter about on paper wings, their pages rustling like feathers. And in the center of it all stands a massive grandfather clock, space constantly shifting between numbers, letters, and symbols. Cheshire Lion materializing atop a nearby shelf. Welcome, my dears, to the labyrinth, where all stories collide and time is just another tall tale. Tin Hatter's gears whirring excitedly. Oh, how delightful! A place where every second is a story and every minute a mystery. As they take in their surroundings, a book swoops down, nearly taking off Alice's head. I say, these books are even more ill-tempered than the ones in the Duchess's library. Dorothy swats away another dive-bombing tome. Yeah, well, I prefer my books to stay on the shelf where they belong. Any idea how we get out of this nut house? Before anyone can answer, the grandfather clock begins to chime. But instead of a normal bong, each strike releases a burst of stories into thin air. Characters and scenes from different tales swirling around our heroes like a literary tornado. Suddenly, familiar cackling fills the air. The Scarecrow Queen's face appears in the clock's face, her eyes blazing with fury. You can run, but you can't hide. This realm bends to my will, and soon you'll be nothing more than forgotten characters in a dusty old book. As she speaks, the books around them begin to glow ominously, their pages flipping faster and faster. Tin Hatter, his hat spinning wildly. Quick! We must find the right story before we're written out of existence. Dorothy dodges a particularly aggressive encyclopedia. And how exactly do we do that? Alice says her eyes lighten up with an idea. We write our own ending. Dorothy, your multi-tool, does it have a pen? Dorothy nods, pulling out a pen from her trusty multi-tool. Alice grabs it in the blank book that's fluttering nearby. If this place is where all stories meet, then perhaps we can craft our own tale, one that leads us to victory. As Alice begins to write furiously, the world around them starts to shift and change. The word she pens comes to life, creating a path through the chaotic library. Cheshire Lion, his grin widening. Ah, the pen truly is mightier than the sword, especially when the ink is mixed with a little magic and a lot of moxie. They follow the glowing trail of words, ducking under floating shelves and leaping over rivers of spilled ink. The Scarecrow Queen's face appears on the covers of books, snapping at them as they pass. You think you can outwit me? I am the author of your doom. Dorothy rolling her eyes. Lady, you need some new material. That villain shtick is getting old. As they race through the labyrinth, Alice continues to write, her words shaping their reality. She describes a door, a way out, and suddenly it appears before them, shimmering with possibility. Tin Hatter clapping his metal hands. Oh, bravo! A machine of our very own. Just as they reach for the doorknob, the Scarecrow Queen materializes in front of them, her straw body writhing with barely contained rage. This ends now. You've meddled in my story for the last time. She raises her arms and the books around them rise into the air, forming a whirlwind of paper and binding. Quick, write something. Alice scribbles frantically in the book, but the pen sputters and dies. Oh no, we're running out of ink. The Scarecrow Queen laughs triumphantly, the storm of books closing in around our heroes. But then Dorothy's eyes narrow with determination. Hey, who needs ink when you got good old-fashioned gumption? How you doing? She grabs the book from Alice and using the blank pen like a wand, she begins to act out a story. As she moves, golden lines of energy trail from the pen, creating images in the air. Dorothy, her voice strong and clear. Once upon a time, there were two girls who were more than just characters in someone else's story. They were the authors of their own destiny. As Dorothy spins their tale, the golden energy grows stronger, pushing back against the Scarecrow Queen's literary assault. Alice catches on, adding her own movements and words to the story. With courage, cleverness, and the power of imagination, they faced the wicked queen who sought to erase them from existence. The Cheshire Lion and Tin Hatter join in, their movements adding to the tapestry of light that now surrounds them. The Scarecrow Queen shrieks in fury as her power over the realm begins to wane. No, this is my story. Mine. But her protests fall on deaf ears as the combined narrative power of our heroes overwhelms her. The golden light engulfs everything, growing brighter until flash, light fades. Our heroes find themselves back in the heart of the Emerald Wonder. It's changed. The chaotic blend of Oz and Wonderland settled into a harmonious new world. And the Scarecrow Queen, she stands before them. Her crown of thorns has transformed into a circlet of golden wings, and her eyes no longer blaze with hatred. I remember now. I was so lost in my desire for revenge. I forgot the joy of simply being part of the story. Dorothy and Alice exchange a smile, realizing that in writing their own ending, they've given everyone in this merged world a chance at a new beginning. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Looks like we did it, Wonder Girl. Indeed we did, Kansas. Though I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the sequel. As our heroes survey the new world they've helped create, Cheshire Lion's grin floats by, followed slowly by the rest of them. Every ending is just a new beginning in disguise. The question is, are you ready for your next chapter? Dorothy and Alice look at each other, then at the wondrous world around them, filled with endless possibilities. In unison, they say, "Bring it on." And so, dear listeners, we leave our intrepid heroines on the brink of a new adventure. Because in a world where Oz meets Wonderland, where magic and madness dance hand in hand, the story never truly ends. It just takes an unexpected turn down the yellow brick road less traveled.
Yeah. Scully on the mic. Izzy in the spotlight. Turn it up. This is your moment. Started with a dream and a camera in hand. No big crew, just a one-person plan. Late nights editing, learning on the fly. Watching numbers grow like stars in the sky. Algorithm shifting, trends come and go. But real magic's in what you show. Your voice, your vision, your story, your spark. We're here to help you light up the dark. You like you don't need fame. You just need fire and a little game. We'll teach you how to rise, not stop. Take your channel straight to the top.
We will make it pop. Turn your passion up a notch. From the ground to the spotlight glow. Watch your whole world overflow. We will make it pop. Learn the moves, connect the dots. With the tools and the classroom flow. We'll show you everything we know.
Thumbnails hitting like a lightning strike. Titles so clean they make them all click like. Storytelling sharp like a semi-butted blade. Every frame crafted, every move handmade. Analytics talking, yeah we speak that too. Break it down simple so it works for you. From zero to growth, from doubt to belief. We turn confusion into clear relief. Consistency builds what hype can't hold. Authenticity's worth more than gold. We'll guide you step by step, non-stop, till your whole brand starts to pump.
We will make it pop. Turn your passion up a notch. From the ground to the spotlight glow. Watch your whole world overflow. We will make it pop. Learn the moves, connect the dots. With the tools and the classroom flow. We'll show you everything we know.
This ain't just views, it's your voice being heard. Every item matters, every single word. From your first upload to a million eyes. We're building something that never dies. No gatekeeping, no holding back. We're giving you the full blueprint map. So when you rise, and you will, don't stop. Just remember how you made it pop, pop, pop.
We will make it pop. Take your vision to the top. Every dream you got inside. Now's the time to let it ride. We will make it pop. This is more than just a shot. It's your moment, take control. Build your channel, build your soul.
Scully, Izzy, we gave you the tools. Now go make it pop.